What do you think that a business owner or a manager can do to still have their employee feel respected, heard, even when they're their own worst enemy?
It's interesting that you said the word heard. The person being heard is key. And I think I said the relationship is important, but also making sure that the other person is heard. No matter what kind of conflict it is, whether it's a customer, whether it's an employee or a partner, just brushing them off often escalates the conflict. A person must be heard. Whether they're wrong or right is not what's most important. Let them be heard, and just them being able to say it out loud, that in itself will help de-escalate. And you're not arguing back, and you're not trying to think of the next word.
Right, the win.
Problem. Yeah, which is a problem a lot of people have. I know what I'm going to hit her back with because I am going to win. They can tell that you're not really being attentive to what they're saying. So first you have to kind of calm your own self down and be ready to hear the customer, the client, or the partner, whichever they're in. And then the third thing that's important here is empathy, trying to put yourself in their shoes. It's not about right or wrong all the time. Try to understand what that person is saying to you, because even just saying, I understand now, you still may not agree, but at least you've heard them and understand where they're coming from. So I have to say the word empathy and the word perceptions, because those two are very, very different, but they're heavy, heavy words in conflict resolution, because now I could put myself in your shoes, because you may have shared something that I didn't have a clue. It may have something to do with either your or your family's values or your identity as far as who you are. It could be about gender, but it may be about your culture. It could be maybe about your age, maybe about your looks. And there are things that other people would never, ever think about because they haven't been in your shoes. So try. And I actually wrote the word try 3 times. Try to perceive what that person is saying to you, whether you agree or not. So then you can at least say, I understand what you're saying or where you're coming from. That means so much to people.
Yes. The content on Minding Your Business is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be construed as specific legal advice. This show discusses general legal issues affecting business owners. Opinions of the guests are not necessarily that of the show. If you need assistance with your specific legal issue, please consult with a licensed attorney.